This episode is brought to you by JCPenney. Yes, JCPenney. And if you've been there recently, you know it's the place to go for jaw-dropping looks at brag-worthy prices. They've got something special for every style and budget, not to mention rewards and deals that make finding those hidden gems even sweeter. If you already shop JCPenney, you're already in on the secret. But if not, it's time to ask. Wait, am I sleeping on JCPenney? Shop jcpenney.com. Yes, JCPenney.
At Capella University, learning online doesn't mean learning alone. You'll get support from people who care about your success, like your enrollment specialist, who gets to know you and the goals you'd like to achieve. You'll also get a designated academic coach who's with you throughout your entire program. Plus, career coaches are available to help you navigate your professional goals. A different future is closer than you think with Capella University. Learn more at capella.edu.
This is Optimal Health Daily. Ask this question if you want to get to the root of your aches and pains by Kate Gaillett of fitforreallife.substack.com. And I'm your host and narrator, Dr. Neil Malik. Hey there, happy middle of the week Wednesday, and welcome back to Optimal Health Daily, where I simply read to you from the best health and fitness blogs for free. Now on Fridays, I answer your questions. Remember, you can send in a question by going to oldpodcast.com/ask or just send an email to health@oldpodcast.com. And if you do that, we'll send you a copy of our 216-page hardcover workbook, even shipped to your house totally free if you're in the US. Again, just email your question to health@oldpodcast.com. Now, today is Wednesday. And like I do every Wednesday, I like to share a little bit of inspiration with you. So with that, here we go. Quote, "Nobody picks up a paintbrush and expects to create a masterpiece the first time." Kareem Abdul-Jabbar. All right, now that we're in the right frame of mind, let's get right to today's post and start optimizing your life. Ask this question if you want to get to the root of your aches and pains. By Kate Galliett of fitforreallife.substack.com. Do you suffer from aches and pains that seem to have no obvious cause? Have you tried countless treatments and remedies, but still found yourself in discomfort? The truth is, many of us experience aches and pains on a regular basis, but too often we don't take the time to understand the root cause of our symptoms. In today's post, I'm going to share exactly where to start in figuring out the root cause for why your body hurts. I'll also give several of the most common reasons bodies hurt. And I'll share 3 steps you can take today to start getting relief. If your body hurts, it's trying to tell you something. As a strength and fitness trainer of 20 years, I've heard a lot of things people think are true about bodies, but that aren't actually true at all. Believing these myths actually takes you further from discovering the root cause of your pain, which makes the journey take longer. Here are the 4 most common myths about what your body is telling you. Myth number 1, that getting older means your body is going to hurt no matter what you do. Myth number 2, that since you've had this particular body pain for a while, the damage is done and it's too late to do something about it. Myth number 3, that you probably need some kind of invasive surgery or heavy-duty medication to fix your body. And myth number 4, that pain is something to ignore and push through. This one is less common in the general population and much more common in the athlete population. If you believed any of these myths, it's understandable. The world around you routinely reinforces each of them through the messaging you hear in advertisements from peer groups and sadly, even from some doctors. But once you know these are not the root cause of your aches and pains, you can get on to figuring out what is. Ask this question first and solve your aches and pains faster. Instead of falling for one of the myths or asking the universe, why me? Ask this most important question first, and you'll have taken the first step to finding the root cause of your aches and pains. What signal is my body responding to? This question comes from the number 1 principle your body lives by, the signal response principle. I teach about the signal response principle in part 1 of my book, but here's the 30-second description of it. Your body is always responding to the signals it receives, every day, until you die. Thus, If your body hurts, that's a response to something. That achy back, it's a response to something. Your joint pain, also a response to something. The injury you sustained, yes, that too is a response. Everything your body does is a response to some signal that your body received. Your job is to figure out which signals you need to add, remove, or alter so that you can get the body responses you desire. And while that sounds like it might be hard to figure out, it's really not. Start with the most common reasons for aches and pains and work out from there. What to do for your aches and pains. It's important to remember that the body is complex, and what works for one person may not work for another. It may take some trial and error to find the right combination of things that addresses the root cause of your aches and pains. But by taking action, you are taking control of the situation. While I don't know what your unique root cause is for your aches and pains, here are 3 solutions you might consider as part of your action-taking efforts to get relief from your aches and pains. 1. Move more. Most Americans are sedentary. Even if you exercise, there's a strong chance that for the majority of the hours of your day, you are sitting. Movement signals to your body that it should upkeep and upgrade the muscles, tendons, ligaments, bones, and joints in your body. Movement gets your lymphatic system moving, which moves waste products out of your body and shuttles nutrients in. And specific movements can help the structures, tissues, and systems of your body to reorganize themselves so that they provide lasting relief for your body. 2. Stop doing so much. In 20 years of being a strength and wellness coach, the person I was sitting across from needed to do more in order to achieve their goals. But equally as often, the person I was sitting across from needed to do much, much, much less. Humans often use fitness and health practices to avoid, suppress, and control themselves, their emotions, and whatever they don't want to deal with. The only way to know if you're doing too much is to sit and reflect on it, or just wait for your body to shut things down for you by getting constantly sick, injured, and completely exhausted. Your choice. And 3, address inflammation. Inflammation is a good thing until it's not. It helps your immune system fight back, and it helps us heal injuries. But too much becomes a problem. Chronic inflammation causes pain in your joints and muscles and is linked to diseases like heart disease, cancer, Alzheimer's, and more. There are myriad things that can contribute to inflammatory levels in the body, including eating foods that promote inflammation, like fried foods and diets rich in simple carbohydrates, drinking too much alcohol and sugary drinks, and toxic chemicals in personal care and home cleaning products. Clean up any sources of inflammation you're currently dealing with and seek out opportunities to include more anti-inflammatory foods, lifestyle choices, and forms of exercise in your life. To wrap this up, when you start seeing everything in your body as a response to a signal, you're able to put yourself in the driver's seat of taking action. And even if you don't change everything that you'd like as much as you would like it to change, you'll get far more out of the process than you'd ever have gotten had you not tried. You just listened to the post titled, Ask This Question If You Want to Get to the Root of Your Aches and Pains by Kate Gaillett of fitforreallife.substack.com, and I'll be right back with my commentary.
Oikos presents 15 Seconds of Strength.
Here we go. Steve's got a trunk full of groceries and no one to help him.
Oh, that's tough, Jim. Looks like a 5-trip load at least.
He grabs the first bag, the second. Bob, it looks like he's trying to do it all in one trip. He shimmies the door open, steps over the dog, and he stumbles.
Oh, right into the kitchen without missing a beat. Jim, now that's a man who eats his protein-packed Oikos.
With 15 grams of complete protein in each cup, Oikos Triple Zero can help build strength for every day. Oikos, stronger makes everything better.
This episode is brought to you by LifeLock. Between two-factor authentication, strong passwords, and a VPN, you try to be in control of how your info is protected. But many other places also have it, and they might not be as careful. That's why LifeLock monitors hundreds of millions of data points a second for threats. If your identity is stolen, they'll fix it, guaranteed, or your money back. Save up to 40% your first year. Visit LifeLock.com/podcast for 40% off. Terms apply.
Dr. Neal here for my commentary. I want to go back to today's author, Kate's first recommendation. If you're experiencing aches and pains, it can be helpful to simply move more. And I know this can be difficult, especially if you're in pain. After all, if it hurts to move, how can I possibly move more? Well, sometimes things have to feel just a bit worse before they start to feel better. But this idea of moving more is also perfect when we experience muscle soreness. Now, after a particularly grueling workout, the next day usually, the body may feel stiff and even the slightest movement may feel painful. But if the pain is truly due to muscle soreness and not something more serious like a torn muscle, ligament, tendon, or even a broken bone, then gently moving those sore muscles may help relieve some of that pain and stiffness, or at least help you recover faster. This is because by gently moving those muscles, you're going to bring oxygen-rich blood to those sore areas. And oxygen-rich blood is nourishing and will help heal those muscles. So even some very light stretching or very light cardio may speed up the recovery process, along with drinking plenty of water, of course. So the next time you feel sore after a workout, the last thing to do is to just lay in bed or on the couch all day. Instead, get up and gently move those sore muscles, and you'll likely heal faster. All right, that'll do it for today. Thank you so much for being here and listening every day. I hope you're having a great week. And of course, I'll see you back here tomorrow where your optimal life awaits.